Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Enhanced Edition. We're playing with the turn-based mod, which you're going to see in its full glory in this episode, because we are going to go out down into the depths of the old sycamore tree, as Zara fulfills her promise to the Might Queen, Queen Bada, and to the Might King or leader, the Kobold leader, to clear out the area and make it safe for them again. So we're going to be heading down into the old sycamore tree and ready to do battle. I love to watch them running along, Bracken with his tail just bouncing. So this should take us down to old sycamore depths. Let's sneak, as that would be wise. Press F5 and head down. Ah, we have a secret place here. What is this? Ah, there's a Might Hermit within. He does not seem to want to attack us. Zara cautiously walks up with Bracken at her side and tries to address him. She says, I am an ally of yours. There has been a war going on between your people and the kobolds. That war is over. Therefore, if you wish to come out, it is safe. He does not respond. He simply watches us angrily and hisses. Zara is going to take that to mean that he doesn't want company. Now, some characters would a lot of people I've noticed just kind of kill this guy and take what he has, but that's not what Zara would do. She would not do that. He's not causing her any harm. This is his home. As far as she's concerned, she walked into his house, and to go around telling the queen that she killed mites just to steal their stuff is not what she would do. So we will leave. Zara holds up her hands and says, I just wanted to pass along the news to you. And then she encourages her companions, and they walk out. All right. So when we have these little centipede battles, I'm going to turn off the turn-based mod so we can just auto-attack them and kill them like that. No need to bother with that. Let's go ahead and stealth again. Octavia sees a place to climb out and says, Look, away to the surface! Great! I was feeling like a prisoner in these caves. And Zara says, But Octavia, we have just come down. We have been here only momentarily. But I understand if you have difficulty with enclosed spaces. But we have further to explore, and to make sure that there are no dangers down here as our promise to the Might Queen. So Octavia looks disappointed, but the party continues. There's a large area here. Oh! So it looks like we have a puzzle to solve here. What is that? A perception check. Ooh, there was a creak there as we stepped on a plate. And there's another plate over here. So full disclosure, I have done this before, so I know how it works, but it's super fun. We are going to put Zara here. Lindsay here, because she is ranged. Bracken right here. Nope, that's Lindsay. I hit Bracken. There we go. Harim right here. Octavia right here. That's Harim. I clicked on Octavia. Tristian, you head here. And then Bracken, I really think you should be just a little bit closer. Nope, that's Octavia. I clicked on Bracken. My click doesn't seem to register sometimes when I click on him. Now, these are skeletons, so we're going to need that Wand of Magic Missile because our range damage doesn't do any good. Well, Zara's does, but Octavia's doesn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and save here before the battle and have Tristian open this up and see what we can do. See if we can be a little bit more victorious than we were in the last episode. Oh, I had them on auto. Well, first of all, let's stop that. Everybody stop right now. Right the heck now. Lindsay. Grease. Not if you can get it right there. So it's not on. Is there any way to get it so it's right? I'd hate to have it on Bracken. Let's put it right here so that this guy coming up might have a chance to slip. All right, Zara. Let's do our famous entangle routine. Unfortunately, it means our guys here are a little bit entangled, but it's very important to put that down. We're going to go like that. Wow! What the heck? Critical hit. Bracken got a crit and killed that dude outright. Wow. Okay. We're hitting now. Bracken, can you finish him off? Yes! Woo! So that was pretty good. I thought that might be a lot harder. The party, after defeating those very difficult skeletons, well, somewhat difficult, find themselves at an old abandoned place of worship. The statue before them is hewn from the rock, but with a hint of refinement. The inscription reads, "To our goddess Shaylin, whose gifts we yearn for here in the darkness." Lindsay walks over, worshiping Shaylin herself, and says a little prayer. The party respectfully turns their back to allow Lindsay a chance to commune with her god. Lindsay walks back with a smile, a beatific smile on her face. She says to Harim, I feel much better, much refreshed. Okay, and then over here, the walls are traced with intricate flower patterns. It is hard to imagine how much time and effort it required. We're going to continue down this way with a stealthy approach. Yeah, because I have a feeling that around this corner, if I remember correctly, and all these spider webs are warning us. So I think that, look at that, when I zoom in, sometimes it gets blurry. Let's just go down here. Yeah, this is definitely a spider's den. And that's what I was worried about. Stop. We are in a bit of trouble. We did not see that trap, and we are now in some trouble. But they don't see us either. We're still hidden. So we might just actually get the jump on them. This is wonderful. Bracken, I'm going to have you just go in here, and we're going to start the battle like this. Even though we're all webbed, we can't get out of the web. However, we can get the jump so that we can move first to move through it. That's my goal. Like this. That's what I mean. So Bracken can now move out of this. Draw aggro as I wanted him to. Draw aggro as I wanted him to. And get as close as he can. And hopefully in the next turn they'll switch aggro to him. Okay, they're not. That sucks. Giant spiders coming in for Bracken. Let's see if you can trip him. Yeah, there we go. And then come in here. And Harim can't hit the broadside of a barn, to be honest, but it's better than nothing. There we go. And Bracken pretty much single-handedly takes care of that. You guys see why I'm Team Bracken? You guys see? What I'm looking for is that space that allows us to go down. I might very well be going in circles. Ah, here it is. Here we go. This looks like a kobold altar where the kobolds are worshiping this head of a dead dragon. A secret sanctum well away from prying eyes. So we just robbed somebody's secret sanctum, but, you know, what are you going to do? That's what they get for leaving it here. What do we have here? Oh, there's a huge serpentine trail in the dust. Something very large crept through here. Well, let's see if something very large is something we can handle. Let's turn the turn-based mod back on again. Wait a minute. Just wait one stinking minute. Things just got real. Harim, it is your turn for this next stage of battle. And I forgot I did that wrong. I hate when I do that. Zara. This little, oh, and there's a couple behind us too. Zara? Strike with all your might. She actually hit. Tristan? Thank you. The way it's moving, yeah, he used combat maneuver. He did an attack of opportunity. He dealt 10 damage and his combat trip maneuver went off. So I have just discovered, you guys, that in Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can trip a thing with 100 legs. This is my new favorite game ever. I am absolutely freaking amazed. He just tripped a gigantic, tremendous centipede with like 102 legs. That is so cool. All right, Zara, come in here and why don't you finish this guy off? Yes, finally, Zara, you're hitting something. I'm proud of you, girl. And Harim, get in here and make it rue the day. Well, maybe tomorrow. All right, and this is missing. And Harim does the final thing. Well done, Harim. And now he's going to take his last move to get into the face of this one. Zara is going to come up. And wow, Zara started hitting. Nice. It's nice not to miss for once. Yay! That was really cool. That was awesome. So if you ever want to know the reason why you should play Pathfinder Kingmaker, it is because you can trip a thing with 100 legs. If you have a leopard like Bracken, that is. The sunlight managed to find its way into the dungeon, creating this island of life. The party finds themselves looking at the taproot of the old sycamore. It was from here that the seed of the giant tree once sprouted. Zara says, there was a tale of some giant beast. We have not yet found it. The party makes their way through the deepest reaches of the dungeon. They walk into a cave guarded by 2 small centipedes, which are easily dispatched. This, I believe, is the mandible of the giant spider, so wanted by one of the mites in the top level. Yep, the mandibles of a huge spider. It belonged to the fallen hero of the mites. So there is some tradition of the mites that was a fallen hero, a mite that managed to tame a spider and ride it through the depths. His legend now, his name is now legend. Zara, having retrieved the mandible of the gigantic spider, the party makes their way out of the depths, climbing deep out of the boughs of the old sycamore tree. On their way to some much needed fresh air, particularly as Octavia has been grouching about feeling like a prisoner and cooped up for over 2 hours now. Zara says we have one more duty to perform. She walks over to Gatekeeper Quaggy and extends the mandible. Here are the mandibles you asked for, and I will tell you that was one mighty beast. Your hero, whoever he or she was, that ancient mite, was most brave. Gatekeeper Quaggy takes them and smiles, her sort of pointed and crooked teeth. Oh, good. I make fine helmet. Take lever bridge, brave ally. I say no one. You take treasure. And Gatekeeper Quaggy hands over the bridge hoist part. And we can now go and take care of one very important thing. One more thing left. We'll just ignore Octavia's grouching. As our final step to showing that there will now be peace between the kobolds and the mites, we will open up the way again that has been barred and lower the bridge. And we will do that as soon as we frickin' find it. That was a lot of work. For those of you guys watching later on YouTube, that was seconds. For those of us watching live, it was a lifetime. It was a long time we took to find that. But Zara feels happy that the bridge has been lowered again, but sad at all the dead here over such senseless, pointless war. All because of Tartusio. She says to Bracken, "Thank goodness he's dead." With a sense of satisfaction at a job well completed, Zara leaves the caves, telling Gatekeeper Quaggy to ask Queen Bada to let Zara know if anything is necessary, if anything is needed of her. She says, "I can be reached at Oleg's trading post." Gatekeeper Quaggy waves, trying on the mandibles on her head. She's going to make very pretty hat. And the party heads outside. Fresh air. Fresh air and adventure. We're going to head back to Oleg's trading post yet again and gear ourselves for the fight with the were-rats. However, we will do that in the next episode. For those of you guys watching on stream, hang with me. But for those of you guys watching later on YouTube, thank you, as always, for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Enhanced Edition. The story of Zara Sister and her leopard, Bracken. See you next time. And thanks as always for watching.